Morning, everyone. Sorry to the three that's waiting. I'm just sharing it out and whatever. So yes, Friday. We're supposed to be having a heat wave and windy as heck out there. Hi, Eric Cuthbert. How are you? Yeah, the weather's took a turn for the worse. Not cold, but it's very windy. It's dull. Hi, Mark. Please. How are you, George? Hi, John. Oh, gone, Benny. 1 minute they went on and then it boom. Hiya, Carla. Hiya, Johnny. Oh, well, I assume that, George, anyway. I mean, I answer to everything unless it's rude. Yeah, we're okay. I were undecided whether or not I were going to go live today. I've got sticky eyes and the hay fever. Hiya, Glyn, how are you? But yeah, I really wanted to come on. And Mr. P's there is just making a coffee.
All right, afternoon.
I've got an ad playing in background. So yeah, as a lot of you were aware, Callum went for his biopsy yesterday. So I just wanted everybody to, it's okay. It everything went all right. I think it were more scary for me than it were him. Because at one point he kept saying, "Mum, you're squeezing my hand too tight. Mum, you're making my hand sweat." And I think I were more nervous than what he were. But it went okay. We've got to wait 2 weeks for results. Glenn says 2 sugars, please. Employment support allowance. Well, you see, the thing is, Johnny, they sent me an appointment to go for my ESA assessment, but then they must have got the questionnaire back from the doctors, and then I got a phone call saying you no need to go for it. So, I mean, I know what you're going through with that because I had my PIPS assessment, and then, some as I say, they sent me for this ESA one, and then I got a phone call saying I didn't have to go. So yeah, yeah. Well, you see, last time, I mean, they do mine every 3 years. Last time I didn't have to go for one. I got a letter saying that I'd got to go for one, and I rang them up and I say, "Well, I'm on enhanced rate of mobility and care on my PIPs. And last time you sent me this, I didn't have to go for one." So she says, actually, it's down here on your notes that your appointment's been cancelled. So I'm all right, like, for another 3 years. So yeah, going back to Callum's biopsy, we got there. She did the ultrasound, and the lump on his neck has actually shrunk. Oh, well, I wouldn't say so much I believe in ghosts, George, but I believe that when a person passes, that the spirit's there, but I don't know about ghosts. Yeah, Chris was saying he was just watching it. So anyway, so yeah. When we actually got there, she did the ultrasound, and she says it's actually because she got the original ultrasound ones up where it measured 3 centimeters. Hiya, who? How are you, Asgard Studios? So yeah, it had actually shrunk. Now, I mean, this might cause a bit of controversy because she said because it had shrunk, there wasn't any necessity for a biopsy. So she spoke to a consultant and she says, basically, it's up to you whether you still have it done. So I says to her, I says, well, I'm not being funny or anything, but he's had this for months. We've fought tooth and nail for this biopsy. I don't want to put Callum through it, but just so it gives us peace of mind and knowing that there isn't anything wrong, go ahead with it. Because basically the consultant has said it's up to us if we still wanted to go ahead with it. And Callum agreed, just so it gives us peace of mind to go ahead with the biopsy. Hey, we've got Ian on. So yeah, so she left that decision to us. And I spoke to Bella in some length because Bella's my best friend. And I says, do you think we made the right decision? And she says, yes. She says, it gives Callum peace of mind, it gives you peace of mind, and it gives Chris peace of mind. So Bella, because I felt as guilty as anything, him still having it, but he agreed he wanted still to have it done, even if it's like just to put his mind at rest. Oh, you on your way to a wedding venue, are you? So yeah, I felt guilty that she was saying, it's the decision's up to you. But same as I say, I spoke to Bella in length, and she says, I think you made the right decision. So yeah, I mean, I might get some critics saying, you put him through it unnecessarily. But I did ask Callum, I says, do you still want to go ahead with it? He says, yes. And I said, even if it's just to put his minds at rest. So that's basically it. And now we've got to wait 2 weeks for results. But it's fine, it's fine, you know what I mean? He's okay. So I took the plaster off for him this morning because he was wanting the plaster took off. So yeah. Well, you see what it is, Johnny. He's had this lump at least like 3 months. It went from 2 centimeters to 3 centimeters. And then he's had like problems since. But on the positive side, yes, it's shrunk, but so it's just for peace of mind. It's just for our peace of mind, just making sure that there's nothing untoward. If you understand what I'm saying, at least if he's had it done, they test it, and everything's okay, then everybody can breathe easy. That there's nothing, there's nothing untoward. Yeah, I think same as I say, we were more worried than. I didn't tell you this, sweetheart. When we went in, she got Callum to lay on the bed, and she says to me, she says, "Who are you?" Basically, wanted to know who we were. And Callum goes, "Oh, it's my mum." And I says, "Well, I was going to say I'm his girlfriend." And then she says, "Oh, Callum," she says, because he'd just got a t-shirt on. She says, can you take your top off So he took his top off and she says, do you want to go? And he went, no, I'll be all right. And I went, nah, ladies, I says, don't swoon. We were like making light of the, we were like making light of it, if you know what I mean. I know Callum were nervous. I know I were nervous. And when I'm nervous, I tend to, you know, make jokes. But yeah, first of all, I says, I was going to say I was his girlfriend. But, and then when he took his t-shirt, she says, take your t-shirt off. He didn't want to go on. You know, I says, nah, ladies, don't swoon. Hi, Lucy, how are you? So yeah, we sort of had a laugh. I think it lightens the atmosphere, you know, as regards trying to calm Callum's nerves, trying to calm Mark, you know. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You see, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to sort of lighten the mood, you know, and same as I say, I was nervous. So yeah, I mean they were fine about it. You know what I mean? They had a laugh. Uh, so yeah, everything went fine. It's fine. They do warn you that they could, because you see what they did as well. Oh, I've got an itchy nose. That's blimmin' hay fever for you. Yes, Mr. P wouldn't go in because he doesn't like needles. And as anybody that knows that's had a biopsy, it's a big needle. So, so yeah. Uh, excuse me. She did say, well, if his dad wants to come in, he can come in. And I went, no, we don't want to come in. That's why he's out in waiting room. I says, because he don't like needles. I mean, and Callum actually had 2 needles because they put like local anaesthetic in it first, and then the biopsy. So it'd have been out cold. So you know, same as I says to the lady, I says, well, the fact is, I says I've had a biopsy myself, and we'd prepared Callum for it before that because I've already had a biopsy. So I explained everything. I mean, Callum is very nervous and is very he gets stressed. So it's all right if you sit there and explain everything to him, what's going to happen, what they're going to do. And I'd said to him beforehand, they'll give you local anaesthetic, and he says, what's that for? And I says, it's so you not feel it, basically. I says, and then it's like, but she did sort of show him beforehand, and she says, with it being on your neck and right close to your ear, it will sound loud. So she basically shown him before, you know, but I'd explained it all to him anyway. So he more or less knew what were coming. but yeah, I mean, I don't know whether it with the gel that she put on his neck, because I'm not kidding you. He got it all here, all underneath his chin, all this. It looked like he were having a shave with all gel that he'd got round his face. But that redness has come out again. You know, the redness that he got on his face, that's all come out again. I don't know whether it's because he's like maybe a little bit allergic to the plaster. I don't know whether it's the gel or what it is, but there's a bit of redness there again. But he has got some like cortisone cream. But same as I says, we it being like only like less than 24 hours or just over 24 hours. I'm not going to put any cream or anything on it because I don't want to risk him getting an infection. I mean, it was like a military operation this morning, just pulling the plaster off for him. I made sure I washed my hands and everything, and I've got some like sanitising gel stuff. So I sort of made sure everything were like sterile before I actually took the plaster off. We'll get the results, she said, she said approximately 2 weeks. Yeah, she said 2 weeks. But, you know, I mean, I had a blood test. When I had a blood test? Tuesday. It was this Tuesday. Yeah, I had a blood test Tuesday, and normally, if there's something amiss, they ring you back straight away. Well, I've not had a phone call, so everything must be fine. And another thing as well, like when he came out, he had to go and sit in this waiting area, and she says, just sort of sit for 15 minutes just to make sure you're all right and everything. And this nurse came with blood pressure thing and whatever, just to take like obs. And funny thing is, his blood pressure were higher than mine. But same as I said, his blood pressure's bound to be a little bit on the high side, because of the stress that it's just been. Yeah, I mean, it was in sort of normal range, but when I had my blood pressure done on Tuesday, it were 110/70, and Callum's were like 130/75, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
So it was within the normal range, the same as I said. Your blood pressure's actually higher than mine, Callum. So same as we've said, it were probably, the stress of having the biopsy and everything. It made his blood pressure go up. So it's still, still within normal, as they say. So yeah. Touch wood. I mean, everything's going to be fine, but it's just that peace of mind, that everything's all right. I don't doubt for a minute that it's not going to be all right, if you know what I mean. But and another thing is, it's only got 2 more weeks at school.
Oh God.
And then, as Callum keeps saying to us, you've got me for 10 weeks. And Chris says, oh my God, 10 weeks.
That'll get me out of garden, that.
Don't get shut of the drone. At least then you've got an excuse to go out then, haven't you? Thank you, Carla. Thank you. I do appreciate. And yes, and thank you, Lucy, for sharing it on Twitter. Carla had put a cake up on Facebook this morning, and it's something to do with Ireland. So, but the only problem is, Carla, got Irish whiskey in it, and I don't like whiskey.
I don't.
Mr. P says he likes Irish whiskey. Might do a giveaway for a free alarm clock.
Yeah.
So salted, that's the one. That's the one. I mean, if you've got Carla on your Facebook page, it looks absolutely delicious. It's a cake with salted caramel, like a topping. So I clicked on it, and I says to Carla, I says, I might even make that. So that could be my next project. I don't know. I will try and make it at some point, Carla.
Callum can't have the noise up
oh, poor Callum. It's just said Callum can't have any because he's underage. Because it's got with my it ain't got all that much whiskey in it. I'll tell you that now.
That's all right. I'll just finish. But I think like Keith over again so he can drink bottles.
My eyes is running now. Carla says, "Oh boy, I would follow your instructions to a T." So, same as I say, I mean, we could always buy like one of them little bottles of whiskey because some as I say,
big bottle.
look at him, Mr. P. Anybody think you were an alcoholic? Well, you can make it then.
Well, I'll be getting sick.
It'd be one for me, one for the cake. One for me, one for the cake.
I'll be getting drunk and I'll be making it.
Yeah. Oh dear. Got to wipe my eyes because I'm laughing that much. Oh dear. And then once the cake's in the tin, it'll be like this, going towards oven because you can't see where oven is.
I'll be putting it in the fridge thinking it's oven.
But yeah, I will attempt to make it, Carla. Yeah. I mean, I have sort of copied the link and everything, you know. So yeah. I mean, it's like Emma sent me a lot of things, and she says, "Oh, I bet you, you know, I like people's suggestions." She says, "I don't drink whiskey either, but it looks yummy." Well, so as I say, the cake, it's not going to have a deal of whiskey in anyway. So yeah, she says it's from Ireland, so you know I'm obsessed. She loved Ireland when she went to Ireland. But yeah, you know, I'll have a go at making it, Carla. You know, I welcome people's suggestions and yeah, because I printed it off actually, and it were a vodka cheesecake. So Mr. P was in his in 7th heaven when he saw that I'd printed off a vodka cheesecake. So yeah. Yeah, same as I say, it does look delicious, Carla, you know what I mean? It does look delicious. Same as I say, the salted caramel bit, it's just, you know, but I suppose there's that little in it that you can't taste it, if you know what I mean. In your defence, you could say, "No, my wife's made a cake with whiskey in it and a cheesecake with vodka in it." Hiya, Dennis. How are you? It's all right. We're just talking about cakes with whiskey in it and cheesecakes with vodka in it. So, you know, I mean, in your defence, Mr. P, you could say, "Well, I haven't been drinking, but my wife's made a cheesecake with vodka in it and a cake with whiskey in it." Let them try. Well, I could try that, Carla. At bribery, you know. Do you want to taste? So yeah. So just to let you know, Dennis, never eat and drive. Just to let you know, Dennis, Callum had his biopsy. We've got to wait 2 weeks for the results, and just send Callum his namesake, say well done for passing his test. He says I agree with Chris. So here's a scenario. When I'm making scenario, shut your face, you. Dennis and Emma come over. So I'm making the Irish whiskey cake, and I turn round, and there's Dennis and Chris supping whiskey, and it comes to pouring it in the cake, and there's none left. So yeah, you're welcome. He's done well, Dennis. Callum can drive then, so Dennis doesn't get pulled over. So yeah, I mean, we've just had the conversation this morning with our Callum about like because it started off. He says, "Oh, I've only got 2 more weeks at school, and then that's it." And we got on about living at home and paying board, and obviously he's got one of these trust fund things, and he says, well, like that, he says, I want a car. Well, same as we said, we agreed, because once he's done his like 3 years at college, he's not necessarily guaranteed a job within Sheffield, so he might have to go a bit further afield. So and I Mark, how are you? You know, a car's a necessity, really. I mean, even if it's just a banger for his first car, you know what I mean? So that's the conversation we've had this morning. So yeah, you know, and I think his course at college is 3 years, so it's going to be like nearly 20 by that time he goes out to work. So and Dennis, you missed Keith Eagle VP on the panel on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So yeah, Keith actually came on the panel. So so you missed Keith on the panel on I'm forgetting what day it is. I'll tell you something. You see, here in the UK, we had a bank holiday on Monday, so it puts you all off kilter when you have like a bank holiday, because you're forgetting what day it is. Mind you, that's nothing fresh.
Oh, hello from Bulgaria.
Hey, Keith, how are you? Yeah, Keith's been the same, Mark. He's sort of took big tech, but he's actually in Bulgaria. So yeah, I was very honoured to have Keith on the panel on Wednesday. So yeah, I mean that Keith, if you're still watching, Callum had his biopsy yesterday. We'll get the results in 2 weeks. It's fine, you know. It's better than what we are. Let's just put it that way. And they were really brave when he had it done. I think I were more nervous than. Yeah, he did fine, Keith. It was just me. At one point, he kept saying, "Mum, you're squeezing my hand too tight. Mum, you're making my hand sweat." It was because you know. I think I were more nervous than what he were. I was trying to sort of put a brave face on for him, but then he kept saying, "Oh, you know, you're squeezing me hand too tight." Because he even said to Chris afterwards, when we were in the waiting area, he says, "I thought my mum were going to break my hand. She was squeezing it that tight." So you know, he you know, I think I was the more nervous one than Callum were. So yeah, it's fine, you know, no ill effects or anything. It was just me that were, you know, and obviously Chris were in the waiting room. I think Chris basically were pacing the corridors because he came down to see. Hey, Carl, how are you? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Callum went for his biopsy yesterday, and it's got to wait 2 weeks now. So yeah, everything's fine. But on a positive note, the lump had actually shrunk, Keith. The lump had actually shrunk, but she gave me the option. She says, I don't have to do the biopsy if you don't want to. She says, but I've just had a word with the consultant, and she says, if you're happy to go ahead with it, if Callum's happy to go ahead with it, we'll still do it. So I said to Callum, well, what do you think, Callum? And he says, yeah, do it. And I agreed. I agreed with her. I didn't want to put him through that unnecessarily, but it's been there for a long time, and the fact that it'll put his mind at rest. So yeah, it wasn't necessary because it had shrunk, but same as she said, and everybody that I've spoken to, Bella and Carla, said I made the right choice in going ahead with it, even if it's just for that peace of mind. So yeah, you know, I was given the choice. Callum was given the choice. Do you still want to go ahead with it? So I asked Callum. He says, yeah. You know, even if it's just for all of us as peace of mind, for everybody else that's been worrying about him, you know, if the results come back okay, then, you know, Mark says the fire alarm's gone off, got to evacuate. Oh dear. But yeah, you know, it's I agree with Chris. It's just us that's the nervous wreck. Oh. You see what Keith's put? He's sat at the side of the pool in his shorts. He says, "Now don't laugh, all you in the chat. Not a pretty sight." Yeah, but you're on holiday, Keith. You know what I mean? Well, funny thing is, Chris has got his shorts on as well. I mean, that's not a pretty sight either. Well, you're not blind now because you've had your new glasses.
No, it's reverted back to the old ones, hasn't it? I've got that image in my head now.
Well, the same could be said about you. You've got your shorts on.
Yeah, but I'm just
Oh, well, speak for yourself. So yeah, it's warm, but the sun's not out, and it's very windy. So it's not all that. Well, it's not 29 degrees warm anyway. Put it that way.
Oh, yeah, well, it is. What is the pressure?
I'll
18.
I'm gonna say I'll have a look on mine.
Highest is going to be 22 Celsius at 5 o'clock.
Oh, it says boy in critical condition after falling from Light Water Valley roller coaster.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Apparently Sheffield United are after Gareth Bale.
Yeah, right. I'm going to say, if you believe that, you believe anything. It's saying 19 with mine. Yeah, it's fine, Carl. Same as Chris says. It's better than what we are, because the same as I say, I were a nervous wreck yesterday. Chris were a nervous wreck waiting in the waiting room. I about broke Callum's hand because I was that nervous. And then he said to his dad afterwards, he says, my mum was squeezing my hand that tight. He says she nearly broke my fingers. So, yeah, I will do. He says, send me an invite. We're all going to see Eagle VP in his shorts.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
4 hour seat trip tomorrow.
Oh, both sports and seal watching. Wow. Can't wait for the videos, Glyn.
Hello.
Hello.
I'll just show you the pool. I'll turn the camera around.
Oh, nice. It looks nice. Are you sat in the shade then, Keith?
Yes, I am. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Do that around. Yeah.
Dennis just put an emoji up like that.
Yeah. I'm sat outside by the pool. The bar's just at the end. I've just had a couple of drinks and perhaps laid in the room having half an hour because we went into Sunny Beach Centre this morning and we walked back and it's about half an hour's walk and she's absolutely worn out.
Well, I were after yesterday, Keith, because it's like rocking horse poo trying to find a wheelchair in hospital. Hey, we've got Gordon in. How are you? Yes, he's in Bulgaria, Carl.
Yeah, beautiful. It really is. You know, I mean, we arrived yesterday afternoon and it was, we went out at 5 o'clock last night for a walk and it was 29 degrees and it's 29. Well, I think it's 29 now. I'll just check. Yeah, 29 now. So.
Wow. Yeah, we were just having a laugh because Carla had put on Facebook like a whiskey cake.
Yeah.
So Chris has just said, while I'm, because I says I might attempt to make it. So I says, only thing is I've got to buy a bottle of whiskey. And he says, don't worry. He says, there'll be me, Keith and Dennis, all sort of on the sidelines. You know, I says, just make sure I get enough for the cake. Dennis has turned the camera around to the bikinis. I'm going to slap your hand, Mr. Dennis.
Can you see him?
Is that a woman topless outside it? A pool?
I've got no idea. I'm not going to get that close.
Gordon says any wombles about. Is there any wombles about?
Quite a few.
That's one place that you don't hear a lot about Bulgaria, isn't it, Keith?
Oh, I'll tell you what, it's the first time in 29 years I've been here, but I'd come back tomorrow. Definitely would come back. It's absolutely beautiful. It's cheap. Cost me £1 for a pint. Well, yeah, just less than a pound for a pint. Wow.
Can't even get a gallon of petrol here now for a pound.
No, it's $1.99 left for a pint, and you get 2 levs, 11 to the pound.
Wow.
So
saving up to go to Bulgaria.
Yeah. Just getting here. I mean, you know, I was talking to someone who came with us on the flight, but they've only got bed and breakfast, and it cost them 220 quid for a week from Doncaster.
Wow.
They were from Sheffield. They live somewhere near you, S2 region. So yeah. So 200. I think they said it cost them £204 for a week, bed and breakfast. So you can't have you pay for that, can you?
It's all right. I'm just laughing at what Dennis has put. He says Emma told me to say that.
Right, keep up then. So, you know, I'm on the iPad, so I can't see any
Yeah,
comments.
yeah. Gordon says you're lucky if you can get a pint of water for £1 here. Dennis says
yeah.
Emma told me to say that, and Chris just put, I bet she did.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, it's beautiful. It's really nice in the shade. I'm thoroughly enjoying, you know, because I'm not one for the sun. I mean, I love it warm, but I much prefer it like this, sat here in the shade.
Well, I mean that'd
They're
be
all
me.
looking at me because
Look, I've got red, and that's sort of only just walking about when it's been sunny.
yeah. Well, if I showed you the bottom half, I'm all white.
We don't want to see your white bits, Keith. You weren't joking with white bits, Keith. You look like Casper with them legs.
Yeah, I know.
Talk about Casper the Goers.
They don't usually see the light of the day.
Oh. Gordon says, is Keith a secret mafia boss? I don't know what he means by that.
Yeah. I better show Chris the bar, Anna.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
That's it, just there at the... Yeah.
Within reaching distance, more or less, Keith.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
So have you gone all inclusive then, do you? Or
No, half board this time.
Oh, you've gone half board, have you?
Yeah. It's a lot better. I could show you the thing about the hotel outside. If I can keep on, if the Wi-Fi is any good, I'll show you the outside of it.
It's all right. Gordon's just said Bulgaria has a lot of mafia. Well, I mean, I didn't know that. So
yeah, I'm on the 4th floor up there.
Oh, it looks nice, Keith.
Yeah, look, there's the bar area. Some nice young ladies stuck at the bar as well.
It's a good job Pat's in the room.
Yeah. And that's the reception.
It looks very nice, Keith.
Yeah, it's cooler in here. Very cool. Oh, that's better. I'll sit down here. That's it. Oh,
so is it very busy then, Keith? Is there a lot of...
Yeah, there's quite a few here.
I hope we'll just see somebody walk behind you with shorts and a bikini. So Dennis has got his bikini top.
Yeah.
Watching.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm going to show you these two, Dennis. Can you see them outside?
Oh, yeah. They're moving now, Keith, because they know you're filming them.
That's just for Dennis.
I'm sure he'll appreciate it, Keith.
Yeah. I'm for Chris.
I'm going to say, I've just looked over, Keith, and...
Yeah, well, I was going to go... I might go live myself tomorrow for 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah. Mark says, I get back from the fire drill and I see the eagle on screen. Whoa, what did I come back to? He's giving us a tour of the hotel that he's staying in, and he's showing you've just missed 2 ladies in bikinis. Dennis says thank you, Keith.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what should I do? Sit here silent while you watch it, Totty? They put, lol, Jeanette keeps on talking and we're missing the Totty.
Yeah. Oh.
So I've got to turn the live stream over to you then, Keith, because he wants me to stay silent.
Oh no! I can't do a live stream here. That's the only
Mark
trouble. I can't
says,
get.
damn, I'll have to rewind. Everybody's going to love you, Keith, all men anyway. Because you're showing everybody in the bikinis.
Yeah, I'll try and get one of them on later on. Should I?
Well, the only thing I can say, Mark and Dennis, it's a good job Pat's in the room.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
I should see again in my slap.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can say.
Yeah, definitely.
But you know what they say, Keith? You don't have to poke fire. You can just look at the mantelpiece. You don't have to poke the fire. Mark's put Eagle VP. Please, no men in speedos, please. So it's all right for him to keep looking at these women in bikinis, but us ladies, I might want to see somebody in speedos. Well, not particularly, but
I can't see any good looking. Oh, yeah, there's one over there. Yeah, I could go over and talk to him. Couldn't?
Yeah, isn't any nice muscular men?
Yeah.
I'm laughing at Chris's put, hang on a minute, I'm just getting my speedos on. It's bad enough you having your shorts on. I don't know about your speedos.
Oh, well. I do like it.
I mean, you've seen Chris's legs. They're not exactly the...
No, they're much like mine, aren't they?
They're not very alluring, let's just say.
No, they're not. You know, it's enough to put anybody off, isn't it? Like my legs.
Yeah, Mark says, yeah, the women are fine. Sorry, am I being sexist? Yes, you are, Mark. I mean, I don't know whether I'm the only lady here, but, you know, I mean, if it's got rippling muscles and a nice six-pack, yes, I want to see it. Yeah, see, there you go. Emma's just come in and she says, Keith, show us some monkey men in tight speedos. I'm glad I've got back up, Emma. You've saved me bacon.
Yeah. Well, if I don't say anything, I can go round the pool and show you what's about.
Yeah, Gordon says I need a fortnight's holiday to recover from that. I think it means your legs.
Yeah.
Chris has just said I'll get the webcam on, Emma.
Oh, that'd be nice to see him in his speedos. Yeah.
Mark says I'd be arrested if I put speedos on in school right now. Rightfully so.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
dear.
That's the only trouble. That I'm 2 hours in front of the UK. So
yeah.
Mark don't get home from school till 6 o'clock, so that makes it 1 o'clock in the morning here. And because I can't get the Wi-Fi up in the room, I can only get it down here.
All right. Yeah, Emma said we don't want any old biddies, Keith. Lol, me and Jeanette want hunky young men.
Oh, sorry, I can't.
He's having a good look round, Emma. He's trying his best.
Yeah, I'm trying my best. Yeah. Can't see him now. I was just thinking about the one who works in the restaurant. He's pretty dishy, you know. I think he's single for you.
We're not bothered whether they're single. We just want to see the bodies, Keith.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You know, we don't want to date them. We just want to see the bodies.
Yeah. Well, they're all, you know, most of them, you know. So I don't put, you know. Do you want me to walk it round the pool again?
No, you're right, Keith. You might get pushed in or something, thinking that you're a pervert.
If I'm not talking to you, I'll just show you.
Gordon's called us all pervs.
Yeah, hold on. I'll take you out again and show you the. You know, I'll turn the camera around. I'm not going to talk. Yeah.
frozen.
That's it. I'm going back again now because they're all looking at me.
The,
Now, should I get a pint for Chris?
you gonna what?
I said, should I get a pint for Chris?
Yeah, yeah, just to make him jealous, Keith. I think only decent fella were him in that chair.
Yeah. Oh, well, you'll get me shot at you.
So if we hear that Keith's back in UK tomorrow, we'll know why. He's been deported from Bulgaria. Oh dear.
Well, I just thought I'd show you it, you know.
Yeah, it looks lovely, Keith.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
So
I thought I'd give you all a laugh, you know.
yeah, it's Mark's going. He says, got to get back to work. Glad I caught you. Have a pleasant day, and you too, Mark. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
So Callum's only got 2 more weeks at school, Keith, and then that's it.
Yeah, yeah. And then you and you'll be able to go on holiday yourself then when he's finished all his exams.
Yeah. He's got his prom at end of June.
Yeah.
But we've got him for 10 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
till he starts college in September.
Yeah, 10 weeks at home. I bet you'll enjoy
I know.
that.
Chris says, oh bloody hell. It says 10 weeks. So I says to him, that's another reason not to get shut of your drone.
Yeah.
At least he can go out with drone.
Yeah. So has he made up his mind yet what he's going to do?
He's got his acceptance letter from college.
Chris. No, I mean Chris,
no, he's not made his mind up yet.
Yeah.
Mark says, Eagle VP, take care and enjoy.
Okay then, Mark. Thanks a lot. And you're off at the weekend, so we're 7 hours in front. So if I give you a ring about 10 o'clock your time, Saturday morning, will that be all right, Mark?
I don't know whether he's still around. You'll have to message him, Keith.
Yeah, I will do, yeah.
Headlines tomorrow. This is Dennis. Headlines tomorrow. Keith arrested because of Men in Jeanette's live stream.
At least I come on your live streams, not like Dennis and them.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, you see, Emma's just thought, I'm sending my lad out to get a part-time job until he starts college. Can't cope. 10 weeks will be great. Well, we mentioned that to Callum. We says, well, you can go and get a paper round, or you can go and, go and get some at part-time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Can he get a job at Bramall Lane then?
I don't know. Hey, we've got Bella.
Oh, Bella's in. Hello there, Bella. I'm all the way from Bulgaria, sunny beach.
Yeah, Keith's in Bulgaria. We've just been having a tour. Yes. Just for the fellas, he's been showing us the ladies in bikinis. But the unky men are a bit short on the ground where Keith is. He went looking round the pool to see if he could see any unky men, but without any luck.
Yeah, without much luck. Yeah.
Yeah. And
oh, he's gone. Yeah.
we've had a flash of Keith's legs. He's got his shorts on.
Oh, and it's nice and cool in the reception area. Oh, just missed that one. Hold on. Oh, he's just gone in there. Just missed him.
Oh, there's one there, but he's got all saggy bits, Keith. he look worse than Chris, and that says something. with 12 pack.
Yeah, I've turned the sound down a bit now, so I can only just hear you.
All right. So
He's just taking the chips out. Oh, he works behind the thing. I'll show you him now.
Bella says unky men are short on the ground everywhere.
Wait a minute, I'll show you the. He's just there. Yeah. He's just behind the bar. Just for you, young ladies. He's just there. Look. Is he all right for you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, he's a regular barman.
Yeah.
And
the sun.
Yes. They want to know if he's single. Yeah, he's single.
We wanted to see some unky men.
Wait a minute. What did you say then?
I said we wanted to see some hunky men.
They wanted to see some hunky men.
Oh, yeah,
they're in England. She's in England.
Yeah.
Because I'm live, but they wanted to see someone with a six-pack, and he's got a lovely six-pack. What's your name?
Rocky's easy.
Yeah, Rocky's easy. Yeah. Okay, then
Yeah.
you've seen him now. So back inside. Thanks a lot.
You could have got a pint while you were there, Keith.
Oh.
And Bella says that bloke, she says he had bigger boobs than her. At least we've seen some eye candy, Bella and Emma.
Yeah. Yeah, because they all speak very good English out here as well. Very, very good English. So I hope that you've enjoyed me being on your panel today. Again.
Yes, I always appreciate you coming on my panel, Keith.
Yeah.
Gordon says I think they meant a six-pack of beer, Keith. Well, we've had a little bit of eye candy, so I'm satisfied.
Oh, good then. Anyway, I'm going to cut it short because then I can listen to you and join in the chat.
Okie dokie then. Thank you for coming on, Keith, and I do appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay then.
See you later.
Yeah. Bye for now then. Bye.
Bye. Bye. So we've had a tour of Bulgaria. Well, the hotel anyway. It says it's going to come in the chat. So okay then, Bella. Not to worry. Yeah, Keith says that a pint is less than £1 there, so it's quite cheap as well.
I'd be pissed on it.
Well, you'd be pissed on a fiver, wouldn't you? So it looks a nice place. I mean, I never really thought like a Bulgaria as an olive, you know what I mean? So yes, thank you very much, Keith. We did appreciate it very much. So Bella said she'll be pissed off 50p. You and me both, Bella. I'd be pissed just standing at bar. I don't know about 50p. So yes, and you missed Keith. He showed us his legs. He's got his shorts on. But yeah.
Ruby missed that.
Just my type of girl. Well, me and Bella are both cheap dates, Keith. We'd both be pissed on £1. Oops, I said pissed. Yeah. You'd only have to buy us one drink and we'd be legless. So yeah, I mean Bulgaria, it looks nice place. Just to let you know, Bella, as well, I've got a frigging fly. That's because you've got door open.
Just tell her that you've got a frigging fly then, have you?
Cheap and cheerful. And Dennis says I'm definitely taking you. Well, you could take your other wife as well. So yeah, would be a cheap date.
What are you going to say to Bella?
Oh yeah, just to let you know, Bella, Callum's fine. He wanted Cheapskates. He wanted me to take his plaster off this morning. I think that were more painful than anything. Because I'm there trying to peel it off and he's going, ow, ow, ow. I says, well, it's got to come off. But I don't know whether it's like a reaction to the gel or whether it's a reaction to the plaster. But that redness has come back a little bit on his neck. But apart from that, it's fine. Been fine. He didn't have a bath this morning because she told him he'd got to keep it dry. So yeah, it's fine. So Dennis is taking me and Bella to Bulgaria. And I'm going to make the whiskey cake, and Keith, Chris and Dennis are going to help me make it. No, she said about 2 weeks, Bella. She said about 2 weeks. Well, roughly about 2 weeks. So it could be sooner, you know. But same as I said to Chris, you know, are they going to let us know either way, you know, yeah, it's fine or whatever, you know what I mean? Hey up, Keith. She'll be glad to get shut of him, I tell you. Bella says she's going to count men with bigger boobs. Oh dear, I don't know about you, Bella, but I bet some of them's got nearly as big a boobs as me, and that's saying something. Yeah. Well, same as I said, I don't think hospital will call us, but I think the doctor might call us. But he has got an appointment at the ear, nose and throat outpatients on the 25th of June. So are they going to wait till then? I don't know. But yeah, so Dennis is taking me and Bella to Bulgaria. There's one stood at the bar now. And when Carla had put a Irish cake recipe thing up on Facebook this morning, and I said to Carla, I might have a go at making it. So there's going to be Dennis, Chris, and Keith, because it's got Irish whiskey in it, stood there as an audience while I'm making it. I just says, make sure that you leave me enough for the cake, whiskey. So there you go. I mean, nothing like having an audience while you're baking a cake. So they'll be drinking the whiskey. Well, I can just see it now. I'm in the kitchen baking, and them three are getting piddled in the living room drinking whiskey. If we leave it to Chris, he'll take us to Scarborough.
That's too hot, that Scarborough.
Wait till I get back home first, he says. Dennis can drop us ladies off and we can have some fun playing with some balls. I mean beach balls. Oh dear. Well, that's it. I mean, we could all go to Bulgaria for that fact. Oh dear. Well, that's it. I mean, we could all go to Bulgaria. Us ladies can do the shopping things, and you know, the bigger the better, I say. Oh dear. Oh, sod that playing with beach balls. I want to be you know, round the pool. Wait, you know, getting on, waited on hand and foot with the dishy waiters and, you know, hunky men. So, oh dear. Yeah. Emma reckons she's all sweet and innocent, Keith. And you won't think that if you've seen that picture that she sent us. I'm back here in a while for the 6 weeks holidays, but me and Baz are going to spend a few days with Gail. Oh, lovely. Gail sent me a video that she'd done on in Kent somewhere. No. She says, Keith, it was Dennis and her son messing about.
Yeah.
But yeah. She says, I am sweet, maybe a little innocent. You mean at Hurricane, Chris?
Yeah.
But yeah, Gail sent me this video, and she said it's somewhere in Kent, and it's but she sent it to my timeline. So what I've done is I've put it in the group. Dennis has put, yeah, right. Oh dear. But yes, it's enough to make your eyes water, Keith. So yeah. I mean, I'll share it with you when you're back in England, but I'm not doing anything while you're abroad. It might charge me. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the name of it, Bella. I'll have a look on my phone.
Yeah, I'll have a look at that.
It's I forgot what.
Sissinghurst Castle Gardens.
Yeah, that's the one. Sissinghurst Castle Garden. Well, anyway, Gail sent it me, but I've put it in the group. Yeah, some place in Kent.
That's it. I popped it in.
Oh yeah. Well, anyway, that's the link to Gail's.
I was telling her to put my face.
But it's a bit of everything. I mean, she goes up on the roof and she shows it, you know, down, you know, from the roof, as well as the, you know, the gardens and everything. So yeah, I mean, I watched it this morning. So but I couldn't for life on me think why she sent me this privately. She could have put it in the group, if you know what I mean. So I did it for her anyway. I mean, I don't know whether she wanted me to, but I put it in the group anyway. So that's what I did. Oh, is Tucker wanting to come in? Like a revolving door around here. So yeah, I mean, it's a case of you know, when Bella's back home and Keith's back home and everything, we'll all have to get together. Emma and Dennis, me and Chris and Callum, Bella and Baz, Keith. So you know, we'll all have to have a mini get together, if you know what I mean. I mean, everybody's welcome to come here. You know, I mean, there'll be constant cake on tap, and
Yeah, I can get drunk on whiskey cake and I've been touring out driving.
so yeah, I mean, we'll have to get have a mini get together. You know what I mean?
Come on.
You know, all of us all together. I mean, so we can have tea and cake, or coffee and cake, or you know, I mean, but it's like same as Bella says, she's back down there in the 6 weeks holidays, so it'll sort of have to be. Okay then, Keith, thank you for coming in, and I appreciate you coming on.
See you, Keith.
So yeah, I mean, does that sound like a plan, Keith? I mean, everybody can come here if they want. I mean, there's plenty of room. You know, we can all sit nattering and having cake and coffee and whiskey. So yeah, I might even. She says, "No, you're not right. I'm sweet and lovely." But yeah, I mean, you know, I mean, everybody's welcome here. I mean, coffee, cake, you know, chatter. We can have a laugh. I'll play it in a bit, Bella, because I don't know whether it's got any sound to it or not, and I don't want to. Oh dear. So I'll watch it in a bit, Bella. He's obviously going to say yes because he's in striking distance. How did you know he's right in front of me? Well, you see, there's the thing, you know, when Dennis came here, Emma, we sort of, you know, planted a secret webcam. So, but yeah, I mean, does that sound all right? You know, Bella and Baz coming, and Keith and Dennis and Emma, and you know, we can have like a mini get together. I tell you, it's like a revolving door.
I got paid £1 for every time I open a door to a cat. I'd be a millionaire by now.
Yeah, same as I say. I mean, you know, we can all get together here if you want. I mean, Keith's been here before. Dennis has been here. You and Baz has been here. You know what I mean? We can all like just have like a mini get together, and you know, I'll make cake and we can have coffee and She says, "Lol, bloody hell, Mystic Chrissy is sat in front of me at the kitchen table." So yeah, I mean, and Chris will go to the chippy and get everybody a Yorkshire fish cake. So the cuisine of
yeah, but Emma's buying.
The cuisine of Yorkshire, the all famous Yorkshire fish cake. So yeah, well, I haven't had much with being Mystic, Emma, because they haven't picked lottery numbers yet.
No, not yet.
So it's not that mystic. So there you go. So yeah, I mean, does that sound like a plan? You know, everybody come up here and
well, I can't help it.
I mean, anybody else that wants to come, I mean, you know, they're quite welcome to. I mean, as Keith knows and as Bella knows and Dennis, I mean, there's quite, you know, it's quite a big room, so got room for everybody.
Yeah, but there's only enough room for me and Emma in each shed.
Mm. You'll be lucky. Oh dear.
The door is full that.
I was going to say, there's not enough room to swing a cat round its shed now, let alone hotels. Yeah, badly. So yeah, I mean, you know, it'd be a nice little sort of, what do they call it? Tete-a-tete. So you see what Bella's put.
I'm gonna buy your Christmas Eve with the coffee. You can have lattes, I'll get cheap as the coffee.
Oh dear. Well, same as I say, I mean, everybody's welcome to come. I mean, just have to work it out when everybody's available, and you know, even if they only come in for me cake, I don't mind. Hey, up is shot straight over to
You darling God, it's only 2:30. Too early.
1:30.
1, sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. As soon
Too
as
early.
Chris has got up, took us shot over to the drawer where we keep the treats, and he's just said they have some first thing in the morning, and like roughly about 5 o'clock in the evening. And as soon as Chris gets up, every time he thinks he's going to draw. Oh, she says that's cruel. I'm vegan now, no eating fish cakes. Well, I'm sure we can sort something out for you, Bella.
Yes, you can just have a bread.
Can't even have bread.
You don't even have bread?
No.
Oh dear. I'll tell you what it tastes like.
So if we Oh dear me. It's not the only one, Emma. Everybody wants my cakes.
Oh, they're gonna get you. I'll pack a bags.
I've actually decided on something to do for the weekend. Well, you know what? No, because I've told you. It's dead simple, and it's a microwave pudding. I'll tell you what it's called.
Forgot.
Yeah, I have forgot. Well, you know what my memory's like. Sticky sultana pudding.
Any whiskey in it?
No.
I don't want it.
So that's the one I'm hoping to do at the weekend. I don't know whether you can see it or not. And it's one that takes it's well that's coming out with words. And it says a super speedy fruit sponge that's cooked in the microwave and ready in just 10 minutes. Served with hot custard or golden syrup. But I have made it. And when it comes out the thing, I just drizzle it all with golden syrup. And it's like Chris will tell you, it's absolutely delicious. And to say it's done in microwave, it's like, so it's something that is quick and easy to make. So you know, Same as I say, if you could see picture, it's quite literally. That's it. Look, and you do it in microwave, and yeah, in less than 10 minutes, you've got a dessert for after your Sunday lunch. But I have made it before, but never vlogged it. And the same as I said to Chris, yes, I can have bread, Chris. No cows are in bread, Wally. I did send you a link once, Bella. Were it vegan bread or something like that? But anyway.
Yeah,
Okay then, Emma. Thank you. Same as I say, that I think I'm going to be doing that at the weekend. I sort of begrudge paying in the supermarket for a dessert for after Sunday lunch. Like, what did I make last week? Oh, I made that torte thing, didn't I? That went horribly wrong. Okay then, Dennis. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. So get your pinny on. So yeah, I made like a strawberry torte. Now I rushed it. I didn't vlog it, and it's a bit like a cheesecake. But yeah, I did it Sunday morning so we could have it after us. I really ought to have made it Saturday, but I didn't. I left it and I made it Sunday. So we could have it after a Sunday lunch. So it said it's got to be in the fridge at least 3 hours. So I made it early enough. So, you know, anyway, about half past 3, I got it out the fridge. And you make it in one of these loose bottom tins. So I unclipped it, took the thing off, and it just went. It hadn't been in the. It hadn't been. I mean, we ate it. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, we ate it, and it was delicious. But I should have really made it the day before and left it in the fridge a bit longer. Because, as I say, once I took the tin off, it just all, you know. So yeah. So there's a moral, you know. And I says it's a good job I didn't vlog it really, because it weren't a disaster, but it were, you know what I mean. But we still eat it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, look out for that over the weekend. It's just a simple, like, you know, if you're in a rush or you need something for dessert and you ain't got much time, you put it in a Pyrex dish, you microwave it, have it with custard. Same as I say, it's got sultanas in it, but while it's still warm, I actually put the golden syrup on the top and it like soaks into it. So it is very nice. And if it's something like, if you're in a rush, it's nice and quick. It's hearty, it's spongy, it's delicious. So we're down to the 3 watching now. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to end the live stream. I just wanted to come on and say, you know, Callum's okay. Biopsy went well, and it's just a case of waiting now. So thank everybody for coming in. Thank Eagle VP Keith for showing us around Bulgaria, and I appreciate everybody that's been in today. So I'll see you all later. Well, I'll see you Monday. So I'll see you Monday, guys. Have a nice weekend, and I'll see you again. Bye.